feet above sea level in the North Carolina mountains is Kidd Brewer Stadium, the Rock, home to the Appalachian State Mountaineers, and Boone is ready for this one. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Georgia State Panthers offense has the ball first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns out.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. We told everybody all week we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mountaineers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell into play.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Mills. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The screen, he's got wheels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's in open space downfield. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third and goal and third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
On the ground, it's Alexander. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Working the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. While will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Mills. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Toledo. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Cortez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Trying play action. Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. takes matters into its own hands. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamlin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Swan. Lofts one high indeed. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Rourke. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Handoff to the single back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got it in the middle. It's Cortez. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the the same page for this big down. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running right after the read option. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Swan. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cortez. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the uprights.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewers Stadium.
And the Panthers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Catch in the middle, it's Hamlet. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense at an empty set. Back to pass, it's Swan. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Swan. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the left. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, the attempt is no good because no game is perfect. Something so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll move the tight end. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Here's a heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hamlin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Swan. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Gets the first himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Using his legs, it's Murray. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hill. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Murray. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
The inside handoff. Creates a little space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to get the corner. Finds a little space. Turning it on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.